The rainforest in tropical Brazil is a treasure trove of some of the largest species in the world. From the majestic Panthera onca-palustris, the largest recorded species of jaguar, to the Hydrochoerus hydrochaeris, also known as the capybara, the largest species of rodent in the world, this is the home of some of the largest and most interesting species known to man. But if one simply looks down, one may find an entirely different variant of life. The Atta, that is, the Brazilian leafcutter ant, is a much smaller cohabitant of the cats and rats of the Amazon rainforest. It has lived here for 25 million years, evolving to form a symbiotic relationship with the leucocaprinus fungus they farm and eat. Now, despite having taken millions of years to form this bond with its fungal friend, the leucocaprinus, the Atta still has many enemies, one of the most sinister being the Cordyceps unilateralis. This is a parasitic fungus which has taken it upon itself to infect many worker ants, causing their untimely deaths. First described by Louis René Toulon in 1865, Cordyceps unilateralis causes a behavior known as the zombie ant phenomenon. It takes hold of the ant's neural functions and ultimately causes the ant's demise in a very peculiar and particular fashion. The fungus modifies the behavior of its host in a way that seems to improve the parasite's chances of completing its life cycle. These changes enhance host-to-host transmission, ensure that the parasite is released in an appropriate location, such as to increase its odds to reproduce.
Blow my whistle, baby.
You worked hard, and now
Blow my
we will
whistle,
drink
baby.
hard.
Open up, put it in. Let's begin. Let's begin.
Excuse me, miss, but has anyone ever told you that you could be queen? I've heard tell. Unfortunately for you, I've got no wings, baby. Well, that's good to hear. I would hate to die a quick and futile death after unemotionally inseminating some fat wing chick. You're so sweet. Oh, and sensitive, too. I'd hate for an ant like you to die a futile death. Baby, you make me crazy. My antennae are on fire. It's a little soon for that. I don't even know your name. My name is Antoine. The pleasure is all mine. Oh, Antabel. I'm Antabel. Well, I'm not usually this forward, Antabel, but my antennae are sensing that there is going to be a thick plot between us. I like where this is going.
It is important to note that due to the nature of anthrocoitus, this budding romance between our anthropod friends is wholly and totally futile. You see, there is but one ant with which the male can reproduce, and that is the majestic queen. During the nuptial flight, a female queen alone might mate with several male ants. It should be noted that Atta male genitalia have two external rows of spiny teeth, which fit into a specialized pouch organ in the female sexual tract. Following mating, the distraught queen lands, whereupon she chews off her wings. After inseminating the queen, the male dies in a wholly unimpressive fashion. But, back to the focus of our little journey into the world of Atta, the Cordyceps unilateralis. Now, our little friend's dire enemy reproduces via infected ant. The ant dies a mindless death, providing proper grounding for the spread of spores by the Cordyceps unilateralis fungus. Oh, look at you go! First, the fungus infects the ant via its respiratory system. From here, it leaches its way into the nervous system. Now Cordyceps unilateralis performs its most sinister of deeds. It takes control of our poor little friend, the Atta, and leads him up a branch, high above his companions. It is here where the Cordyceps unilateralis grows into adulthood. From its elevated position, it is able to sporulate and infect other ants, which will suffer the same fate as their now impaled brethren.
You ever have a weird feeling, like an itch that you just can't scratch?
No, I can't say that I have. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, it's just the craziest thing. It's like I have some voice in my head telling me to climb trees or something. Strange.
That is strange.
But you never feel like that? Like you just want to go and climb a tree?
To cut leaves?
No, just to climb a tree for the thrill.
No, I
Any old tree, just to climb. To be as high as a kite, whatever that is. As high as a bird. As high as a kookaburra in a gum tree. I want to fly. I want to soar. I want to...
In order to avoid spread throughout the colony, Atta has evolved such that worker ants are able to identify their infected brethren. They carry these infected ants to a secure location, far away from the colony. Don't worry your kind hearts out. The average lifespan of the Atta is only 3 to 4 weeks, so her pain shan't be prolonged. The Cordyceps unilateralis is a fungal abomination, responsible for countless annual ant deaths. Our young Romeo will die, as his predecessor before him, and all the predecessors before him, and our young Juliet will also die. And that is the circle of life. And such is life in the Brazilian rainforest. There is life, there is death, and there is Cordyceps. For the BBC, this is Jonathan Wallace, signing out. Horrible, horrible fungus, don't you think? It's simply disgusting. It's horrible. It's terrible.
You're gonna live forever.
The Cordyceps unilateralis. Our little friend's dire enemy reproduces in a most vile way. It infects ants, then leads them to their horrible, brutal deaths, which in turn leads to more ant death because it comes out of them like a little pickle, and then it goes and spreads spores all throughout the air. The little anties breed them in, and it's just horrible, and it's terrible, and it's gruesome, and then more ants get sick, and then they climb up trees, and then they just hang there, and then like a little chipmunk, it comes out, and it's like, I want to infect you, I'm growing into adulthood, I'm going to sporulate all over you, and it's just terrible.